Hey guys, Zeta here, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 3 Black Suit Spider-Man. And before we get into the figure, let's take a look at the box, because this is just a huge nostalgia punch. Because I grew up during the hype of Spider-Man 3, and Black Suit Spider-Man was one of the first figures I picked up. So I'm very happy with that. You see the insert there, very reminiscent of that packaging from back in the day. Spider-Man 3 logo, Marvel Legends, Spider-Man. You got Marvel Legends in key art on the side. The logo for the black suit. Marvel Legends, Spider-Man, more of that key art. Crap on the bottom. And you got the back of the box with the render. Right there. What the figure can do, or it has the accessories for. And you got a bio there if you want to read it. I do love the nostalgic look that this packaging goes for. Anyway, taking a look at the figure here, this is obviously a retool of the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man figure. You can see how that looks. Really, the only new tooling is the spider emblems for the chest and the back. Other than that, it's really the same mold. The figure is cast in all black plastic with silver for the web lines, the emblem, that pearlescent finish for the eyes, and even the silver for the outline of the lenses. Silver on the boots. And you got that hexagon, or that suit pattern, which it's more subtle on this, but you can really see it more defined with this new mold. Because this whole torso area, it's still the same basic sculpt, it's just the emblems have changed. Overall looks really good. The proportions, like, you could still use some work on the proportions, like the head being oversized and these lines. The way the articulation is, the lines got fucked, they're not streamlined. But I'm sure if they put in the extra money to update these figures again, then it would look better. He comes with 2 extra sets of hands. He's packaged with his fists, which right there. He also has his wall crawling hands. He has his flipping hands. And he comes with a Bully Maguire head and a Venom symbiote accessory. And it's like, this thing can be finicky whenever you try to fit it on the figure, but it still does the job. You'd have to pop the head off just to get the symbiote piece on and off. But the Tobey Maguire likenesses, it's pretty alright. I mean, Hasbro usually nails likenesses pretty well. So that's something. And the little Venom accessory here. I like the extra teeth right here that just are all throughout this thing. And the eyes are cool. I mean, with this, hopefully this should be a good enough teaser for if Hasbro ever makes an updated Marvel Legends Venom for Spider-Man 3 specifically, which they need to do that. They need to do Venom, Sandman, and New Goblin. and also make you, and also go back to when they made the No Way Home Green Goblin and give us a 2002 version of that design, because they do have the mold for the helmet at least, so they should be able to do that. And as long as they still have the likeness for Willem Dafoe, that could be possible. The real question about a Marvel Legends Venom update is if they could get the likeness for Topher Grace. That's one big hurdle, because I know actor likenesses are expensive. And you could also use this symbiote web accessory. This came from the Gamerverse black suit figure. Or really just any web accessory will do, like this that came with the Friendly Neighborhood from the 3-pack. The same accessory they've been using since 2012. In case you're curious, this still can work, but the hairstyle probably wouldn't be right. And it's a bit of a tight fit too. For a few size comparisons, here he is with Black Cat from Gamerverse. Here's Endgame Cap, because this, I mean, these two could technically be together in Doomsday and Secret Wars. Anything's possible. Here he is next to Venom, a comic style Venom, because we need an updated movie version. Here he is next to the Friendly Neighborhood version from No Way Home, and it's still the same figure, so they're obviously going to be in scale. My other Legends and Legends style figures, this is Gamerverse, and this is the Spider-Man Classics from 2000 or 2001. And here's the original 5-inch black suit Spider-Man figure from the Spider-Man 3 line. Important thing to note, you know how here the web line continues? Well, here it doesn't. What the fuck? Articulation wise, the head is on a dumbbell joint. Can do a full 360. Can look up that far and look down that far, or just hang his head in shame. Butterfly joints, they barely move on here. Might just be my copy, but yeah, it could just be my copy, but they barely move. And they click. Like, you'd have to really force them to move. Might just be the black plastic that's used. I'm not sure. But on here, it should be no problem. You barely get much of a difference anyway. Arms can do full 360. Move out this far. Bicep swivel. Double bend at the elbow. This much. Wrist swivel. Wrist moves up and down. Diaphragm joint can move side to side. You have a chest crunch that moves forward this far. He arches back this far. And he does have drop down hinge hips. Ow. But they're, you'd have to really pull them down. Legs moves forward this far. Back that far. And I got a story about the drop down hinges, which I'll save for later. But you got side swivel here. You get double bend at the knee. Up and down at the ankle. And you get a crazy pivot that might as well just be a swivel. So a little go ahead and explain my deal with the drop down hinges. The original Spider-Man figure, Friendly Neighborhood figure that I reviewed, that came from the 3-pack. And the hinge here, it got stressed and it sheared off. and even this one has stress marks. So Hasbro, if you're watching, do not ever use drop-down hinges ever again, because those are a breakage hazard. So I got this is the replacement, and these are fine. Like they're fine now, but they were tight too. So I was like, okay, I can't have the same shit happen again. So what I did, based on a job of the hung, is a recommendation, I picked up some silicone grease. Just a little dab will do you, and insert it in there. Like just a microscopic dab. And it's not too tight. Same thing here, like these hips were tight, so I just put a dab of silicone grease. Now it's not too tight. So, overly tight figures, if you have a problem with tight joints, silicone grease. You can get this for about $5 on eBay. eBay, Amazon, wherever you want to pick it up. This specific brand, get this. This is what Jobby uses to fix tight joints on figures and loosen them up. So that's what you need to do. But other than that, would I recommend this? Yeah, but be aware of the hips, because those could be a major breakage issue, because if the joints are tight, you're going to wind up shearing those drop hinges down, or shearing them off. And I know you're thinking, like, oh, but Zeta, what happened to the first one? Did you throw it away? No. It's on top of my shelf. Like, I glued the hip back on, that old one, just put it in a pose and just left it alone. So now it stands up there with, you know, Spawn and the Retro Mind Wipe, which that broke, so I got a replacement Titan's Return. Because the Retro Mind Wipe, that's definitely a victim of mold degradation, because, like, the plastic just disintegrated at the hinges. What the fuck, Hasbro? Use stronger plastics. Go back to using made in China plastic instead of fucking Vietnam. Because they're not any better. And, yeah, the Spawn. Yeah, the original Spawn that had the broken hip, that's up top too. And they're on display with the Nendoroids that I got. But enough of this tangent. Like the whole Hasbro plastic thing, especially when it comes to yellowing plastic, that's another topic for another day. But I think what I'll do is go ahead and lay down. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning right now, at the time of filming. But I would still recommend this if you're a fan of the Raimi movies, and if you don't mind being wary of the drop down hinges. But that's it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell, because I know some of y'all get unsubbed because of YouTube's broken ass algorithm. But yeah, really, that's all there is to it. Discord and socials are in the description. Commissions are open, so if you want some art from me, message me. This has been Zeta. Have a good rest of the day.